First of all, we are a corporation that brings solutions. We are not a corporation that creates problems. If at any point in time we create a problem, we try to fix it by ourselves, because it is our ethical responsibility. And when we are addressing what we have ahead of us, what is the problem that needs to be fixed? The problem that needs to be fixed is very simple, is to combine clean mobility with affordable mobility. That's the problem. Because we can decide that we are going to ban the sales of ICE cars. We can decide that we need all to drive EV cars. That's fine, we have the best in the market. But they need to be affordable. They need to be affordable. Because if you make EV cars and people cannot buy them, this is going to create all sorts of problems, and I will not go on the details of those problems. So what do we expect? What we expect from Europe is that now that they have decided that we should all go electric, now that we are in a dynamic where we are going to bring the best electric vehicles to the market that you can imagine, those cars need to be affordable. So what should we ask the governments is to create the conditions for people to enjoy those mobility devices. What we should tell them is, look, today the European market is at minus 25% against pre-COVID references, and that is not good. So the first thing that the European governments should be doing is to tell people that now that we have safe, clean, and to a certain extent affordable mobility thanks to some of the subsidies, we should encourage people to be free. We should encourage people to enjoy life. We should encourage people to enjoy the freedom of mobility of Europe. And we should remove barriers around the automobile. Because the automobile is about freedom. The automobile is about joy. The automobile is about making sure that we can enjoy fantastic Italy, that we can move around with our families and our friends. So we should remove barriers. And as you know, over the last decades, it is all about putting more barriers on top of the vehicles, on top of automobiles. I think that that's not good for democracy. I think democracy is something that can only be enjoyed if there is freedom of mobility. And freedom of mobility can only be enjoyed with automobiles if the automobiles are safe, clean, and affordable. So what is the problem we have ahead of us? Is remove barriers that are put on top of the usage of the automobile, and I can make you a long list of barriers, as you can, and make sure that we work all together to ensure affordability. And as you know, an electric vehicle is 50% more expensive than a conventional vehicle. And the governments cannot give subsidies forever